Alrighty, so in this video I want to show a map I made a long time ago. I'll give you a second to guess what it is. Maybe you can guess what this map is, or what it's from. I don't think anyone would recognize it right away because I'm terrible at making maps. But yeah, this is my pathetic attempt to remake a level from Perfect Dark 64. I don't even remember the fucking name of this map, but I remember I really liked this map back in the day for Perfect Dark 64. What I would do is I'd play multiplayer, usually with my best friend Jake back in the day, and we would play with AI, and you could like command the AI to do stuff. That was really cool. So you could like tell an AI to like sit in that guard tower and shoot at enemy AI that are coming at you, and you could create some really fun modes to play. And yeah, so this is my attempt at trying to remake this kind of map in Halo Reach. And I think I did a decent job, not that great. I mean, there's only so much you can do. But yeah, this is pretty sweet. There's this main big area. This is like the main traffic area of the map. And then it extends out into these other areas. Pretty cool. I pretty much got it down to an exact detail of the map for the most part. There's this room here where there's this center structure. You can't put like windows, so that's kind of lame, but whatever. But you know, it was one of my favorite maps for Perfect Dark 64. And part of the reason I'm making this video is not just to show this goofy map off, but because Perfect Dark 64 was like one of the greatest shooting games ever made. Like, it's a lot like Halo Reach in the sense that it's just filled with content. Like, there's so much replay value. Like, the developers put a lot of shit into the game. And yeah, it's one of those games where it's just totally fucking badass. I mean, the guns in Perfect Dark 64, there was a shitload of them, and they all had like second functions. A lot of them were just like something stupid, like pistol whipping was the second function of like a lot of the handguns. But you know, fucking most of the time the second function did something totally awesome. Like, it would turn into a grenade launcher, or you could throw the gun at somebody because it would turn into a bomb and you could throw it at somebody. Or like the laptop gun, that was the coolest thing ever. Like, the gun turns into a stationary turret and fucking blows shit up with that. I mean, blast the fuck out of things with it. The sentry turret thing feature was just totally awesome. Like, you could like throw it into a room, and while it was flying through the air, it would like start shooting at people. Like, totally badass. But yeah, that game's awesome, and the main reason I'm uploading this video is to talk about how I don't know if you can get it right now because the Xbox Marketplace is pretty fucking lame, but maybe you can, I'm not sure. But if you can get a hold of the remastered version, basically, on the Xbox Live Arcade of Perfect Dark 64, I highly recommend getting it because it's fucking badass. And it's only like $10, which is totally fucking awesome. They made Perfect Dark 0 for the Xbox 360 when the 360 first launched, and I was hyped for that game. I thought it would be great, but I was being stupid. I should have done my research because that game pretty much sucks dick. I guess it's a decent shooter at best, but it is definitely nowhere near as good as Perfect Dark 64. Like, I would give that game like a 4 or a 6 out of 10, but Perfect Dark, that's like a 9 out of 10. Perfect Dark 64. That's definitely a 9 out of 10. This game was fucking badass. Still is badass, and that's why I'm making this video. I think that anybody who likes shooters should go on the Xbox Live Arcade and try to download Perfect Dark 64, the remake, the remastered version, because it's really fucking good. It's better than the N64 version because there's online, so you can play with some people online. They polished the graphics, and everything has a much smoother frame rate, so the game is a lot more playable by today's standards. Like if you're really used to HD TVs and stuff like that, the new ways of looking at video games and movies and stuff, like if you're really used to that, then this will cater to that kind of a person. So that's totally awesome. And so yeah, the visuals are just so much better. And the gameplay is a lot better because you got the 360 controller with 2 analogs instead of 1 analog like in the N64 controller. So playing the game and shooting and interacting with the elements of combat that are within the game, that's a lot better, a lot easier in a lot of ways. It's not as frustrating. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Oh, and they also added like a few achievements and some secret unlockable stuff, and they just added a little bit more to the game that was already great, so that's even better. So yeah, I highly recommend getting Perfect Dark 64, the remaster on the Xbox 360, because that game is fucking badass. I don't even know why I'm showing you guys this. I should be showing some gameplay of the actual game. But I figured, you know, it's a really old game, a really popular game, so people already know what it's all about. But I'm telling you, the remaster that you can download for just like $10 is totally fucking awesome. I mean, I remember when the remaster first came out for the 360. Perfect Dark, the remaster, was the most talked about and most popular game on the Xbox 360 for a few weeks. I mean, that should tell you something right there. The most popular 360 game for a little while was a remake of Perfect Dark 64. That speaks volumes right there about how great that game is. So yeah, I highly recommend getting it, and that's pretty much why I made this video. So that wraps this up. Peace.